busy day. And got the sun in the palm of my hand. Okay, so I guess kind of a background reason for this walking stream, hopefully it doesn't delay like it did last time. I put up a poll recently asking if you guys wanted to see more live stuff, like discussion stuff, and there was quite a, I mean, not directly on the I can't speak right now. Not particularly like on the channel per se, but I just got a message. Apparently, someone who's very, very, very close to me, new girlfriend actually, I was not expecting that. Well, I am near a mall at the moment. I don't know, might head over there. Anyway, yeah, I put up a poll and I'm getting a lot of response saying, yeah, discussive things are desired. Live stuff, so why not? I figured might as well do another one of these streams. I have a thumbnail ready for Persona, which we'll be doing tomorrow, and then I need to do Final Fantasy at some point. I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but I need to do it. Okay, hold up. I might vanish for a moment. Okay, alright, we're back. I needed to respond to something. I wasn't expecting to respond, but okay, yeah, no interruptions. Holy crap. Do I watch WWE? Every once in a while, yeah. Hey, Fake Alive Boy. Hello from Utah, Diego. And Kirthi? I apologize if I'm saying that wrong. Hi. Hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, I was getting a lot of yes, do these more often. So we do over here. It's Mountain Standard Time. So right now it is almost 6 o'clock. Well, appreciate y'all coming in. Oh wow, 5:22 a.m. You know what? I can't judge for that because I'm usually awake around that time. Oh, nice. I've actually never been to India before. I've been interested in like the culture there, but I've actually never been. I don't know what do you guys think of like living there? Is it like really nice, warm, hot, like weather-wise, or like living space-wise? That's fair. That's fair. A lot of people seem to want to come here, but oh, in Dubai. Okay. Okay. Yeah, living in the United States has been all. It's questionable. A lot of people are struggling over here, but I was just curious. I know what it's like to live in the United States because, born, raised, still live here. I've been thinking of like visiting other countries at some point in the future when I have the time and money to do it, but so I was just curious. Whether it's worth living there or not can impact a visit as well. I think, at least. Oliver? I see that name. I see Oliver. I think of Ni no Kuni. That's fair, Kirthi. That's fair. I think that can be said about a lot of places nowadays, actually. Country is either nice because of the people, but isn't very nice aesthetically, or if it looks really nice, the people are eh. At least that's what I've noticed. A lot to say about it, that's for sure. I mean, I guess Japan is another really good example of this, where the people there, I haven't visited, but I know somebody who has. The people in Japan are hit or miss. It depends. But the culture and the scenery is very welcoming. I actually have been looking into different cultures recently, which is why I have interest in like kind of the like society of different countries, because of all the cultures that are involved, and it's something that you want me to say tits OP or tits op. I'm pretty sure I've said worse on this channel. Given I'm a gaming channel, this is a gaming channel, saying something like that is like not even close to the worst thing I could say. I mean, while playing through a game called Croc Legend of the Gobos, I mean, I freaking called the guy a hoarder, which, from what I think, is worse. Yeah, it's mainly a gaming channel, but I do, as this goes away, walk around and like doing walks every once in a while. It's not well known, which I understand why, but it's still enjoyable to do. Recently, I've actually been speaking of, I've been following a lot of channels that are like have less subscribers. I do Souls-likes, like Dark Souls or games like Dark Souls. I do RPGs. I live stream those, like Persona, Final Fantasy. On the side, I like for videos, Mario, Zelda, Croc, older stuff. Oh, trust me, I'm never giving up. Even if it didn't go anywhere, I would still treat it like a hobby. But I appreciate that. Big light boy. I appreciate the kind words. I mean, I've been doing this channel since almost for 10 years now. And the numbers, they haven't really gone very high, but I never did it for money. I never did it for fame. I did it because I like doing it. I initially did this channel because I wanted to make myself laugh. I wanted to find a way to look at different humor styles that I have and just make myself laugh. Good example of this, Croc Legend of the Goblins, which I brought up earlier. I did an episode of it recently that still has yet to be uploaded, but calls Croc a hoarder, like somebody who collects but to an obsessive degree. And I made fun of that. It's very sketchy humor, but humor nonetheless. And it made me laugh. That was the whole purpose of it, in my opinion, in the first place. Not everyone does it for that reason, but I do. Get on a bus. Let's see if the connection stops. Wait, what the? Okay. These buses are usually this close together. That's not dangerous at all. Thing is, I've actually tried doing that before. Like, that's why I do Souls-likes, for example. Like, right now on stream, I'm playing through Code Vein, and in a sense, it's like has no partners, or anime Dark Souls. Plan on doing... I try to mix trending with what I enjoy. Unfortunately, a lot of trending games I don't really like playing. But like I also said, not even for the money or the fame, just make me and whoever finds it happy. Shush. In this case, that's about 9,260 people. Which good enough for me. See if this continues going. Let's put it this way. You will never find me playing Minecraft. I do not like Minecraft. You'll never find me. You might find me playing some horror games like Amnesia, which hasn't been trending in a while, but the channel itself, I mean, is based off of so. Reminders of what games from the past. This is the place to be. definitely pop out, that's for sure. I listed a lot of things. I don't know how far still behind the stream is. Oh, the eyes are definitely, if you're talking about my eyes, oh yeah, they're definitely real. I don't believe in wearing, like, contacts or, well, color type contacts, I guess. I'll never do that. If you were to find me wearing anything over my eyes, it'd be glasses. And only when I'm using one of my characters I've created. Derek Darkwire. Just because they're shades and he is, well, dark. Yeah. Today's definitely been a day, though. I do watch anime. Right now I'm watching an anime called Spy Family. I actually really like Spy Family. When I first went into it, I didn't know what to think. Because I had heard it was like a spy type of, well, anime. I did not expect it to be leaning more towards family than spy. That part I did not. I was expecting like a Mr. and Mrs. Smith situation. Not what it ended up being. Which I loved that anime. Still watching some of it for the first time, but I would say my favorite anime of all time right now would be Fairy Tail. I love Fairy Tail. Most people, it's like a very controversial anime that I understand the manga isn't finished because of a couple of things that happened. From what I've seen so far, I guess, imagine, well, I mean, the comparison that I'll get. I don't know if this is going to be my first anime. Actually, the first anime I ever watched, I still have not finished. It's an anime called Nadia's Secret of Blue Water. I watched maybe 15 episodes of it, and then just stopped. The first anime I finished, Sword Art Online. I remember thoroughly enjoying that one. It was that one, plus its sequel, what to call it. Sword Art Online 2. Gundam Online, I guess. I've actually never seen that one. I've heard mixed reviews about it, but I've actually never legitimately watched it. After Sword Art Online, it was, I don't know if this counts or not, but The Last Airbender. That one doesn't. If we're not counting like that style of animation for anime, then that definitely narrows it down a bit. At that point, what was the second anime? If that doesn't count. I binged that same anime for a long time, obsessively. It's a tough one.
Not Ruby, but I did watch that one for up until season 9. So, the whole of what they have so far. I never watched that video. Wait, was it? Yeah, I don't know. Brain fart. I'm sure randomly half of them will be like a practice round of rock, and I'll be like, oh, right, he was listening to me right now. I feel stupid. What was it? What anime was it? Did I watch after Sword Art Online? Is that one? Oh, Seven Deadly Sins on Netflix. Alright, have a good night, Nikolai boy. Thanks for coming in. Sleep well. Apologies for the delay on the stream, too. I never understood that. Oh, jeez. 6 a.m. sleeping. I can relate. Oh, boy. Yeah. Really probably thinking about. Definitely want to list those out in my head now. Please. See if I can find myself right here. Nope, that's not right. That's not it. There's no strength here. Oh man. That actually is something else I wanted to talk about for a bit. I'm not going to do much introduction on this, but yeah, like I said earlier, I actually do have a new girlfriend. And this individual, very sweet woman. I've been trying to find ways to spend a little bit more time with her just because, well, schedules do kind of overlap. I actually met her through my job, which ironically was the place I met my very first girlfriend as well. It took a little bit of time, but there was a lot of communication and connectivity, which was really nice. Something we don't get very often, unfortunately. Nowadays, a lot of people are always on dating apps or their phones, Discord, Instagram, and oh god, Snapchat. this fun, corporate will sometimes put out discounts that only work at the corporate stores but not the franchise stores, and vice versa. Well, I work for a corporate store. For the company I work for as this individual who's going to remain nameless for now works for a franchise store. And interesting thing about this is that I was visiting the franchise store to prospect. Now, I guess in a way, the way I met my girlfriend out at D9. One of the individuals working and serving in the conversation. It was at D9, it was paper and tools. This, it was when D9 was in its much earlier stages of his children. He was at the same time with them. Almost 25K. She and I what was her? It was her who was making the server, and discussion happened. However, this was before anything was connected. Oddly enough, things actually did start connecting. I actually the official meeting that happened through Facebook, of all things, which I'm going to stand by my statement. I despise. I hate using dating apps, but people kept telling me to use it, so I'm like, fine, I'll use it. Definitely don't regret it. It took a while and a few other people. One of these people being a friend of mine right now, Karatari, and the others, well, yeah, the others were just kind of lacking. And when it came to the dating aspect of things, there was one individual who I finally came across kind of recently, after actually meeting her once. I didn't realize this beforehand, but yeah, we actually had met before. And we started talking. Found some things in common, and I sent her. I told her I'm sorry. I usually sometimes miss things on here because, well, I don't trust dating apps, so I don't go on them very often. So when we started connecting, I provided my number to her. She gave hers back, and we actually ended up connecting through that, in a manner of speaking. And what ended up happening after that was more or less, well, we talked, learned more about each other, more how, like, the different circumstances we have. I know quite a bit about her that she has admitted she's never told anybody else, so bless her heart for that. And I've done the same for her. You know, typical BFGF stuff. Anyway, I digress. Yeah. Things are still flourishing. They're still in the early stages at this point, so who knows what will happen. Holy jeez. No one has to see the cars going by. Anyway, so yeah, that's news on my end, I guess. I figured I would announce this just because eventually I am going to try to see if she is okay with coming on stream and having a little bit of fun with us at some point.
Problem is, she also works 2 jobs, which bless her heart for that one too, because holy crap, it's hard to do that. Yeah, just in case, I guess. At this point, well, other updates, I guess. There is a chance that we might actually stop doing Kingdom Hearts 2 for a while. Will I delete the playlist? No, absolutely not. The problem is, I'm not finding a lot of time for Fridays to be able to record, edit, upload, or schedule for upload, and go from there. It's just become really, really difficult to do that. Whereas on specifically a Friday, it's easier to just do a vlog, which you guys will actually see another one of those this upcoming Friday, once again, instead of Kingdom Hearts. This is happening more frequently than I'd like, but it is what it is. It's interesting. I guess I'm heading home on this walk now. It's just the way it is, I guess. Hello again. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Whew. Definitely warm outside today. Hasn't been this... Actually, this is almost perfect weather. Almost. I'm rambling a lot, I know, but gotta keep discussion up somehow. Especially since it was asked of me to start doing these kind of vlogs more often, so I figured why not. People like them. Might as well include them, because, well, I can't be playing games all the time. That would be kind of lacking. Okay. I'm not married, but I am in a relationship with someone. As I was just talking about a few minutes ago, actually. I don't think anybody was in at the moment, so I kind of was just speaking my mind, but yeah, no, I am in a relationship at the moment. Plus, I've learned over time okay, first of all, what does that look for? Little smirk there. Yes, I'm in a relationship. I'm also not a cheater. Actually, that is another thing that I need to talk about at some point. A lot of people have been looking at me as like a man whore or a player or something like that. But anytime I've ever been in a committed relationship, I've always only ever focused on the one individual. It has always bothered me that people would look at me and go, oh, he'll date someone, but he'll date like 6 women at the same time. No, I won't. The lucky girl is actually at a church event with a friend of hers. She wasn't going to be with me right now anyway, because I just got off my day job. The reason I'm doing this is because I put up a question in a poll saying, hey, well, do you want to see live stuff more often where it's discussion? The only answer I got was a bunch of yes. So, here we are. If I wasn't using my phone to showcase this, to do this stream, I actually could provide proof. I know where this is going. I've seen this kind of circumstance before. If you have no proof, you can't have a girlfriend. I've heard that argument before. It doesn't work on me. People can say that argument all they want. My response is always, believe what you want, but I have one standard. I don't date anyone if I don't know them personally. Meaning the only individuals I could potentially date right now, if I were single, which I'm not, are coworkers. And I wouldn't do that anyway, because all my coworkers are with someone else. Or bosses, which in the US, United States of America, you can't do that. At this point, I am actually just... The green screen's there to protect privacy, by the way. That is actually one thing I need to vent about. Like, people always complain about the dumbest things, which is actually something that I partially bring up in a video coming on Friday. Or Saturday in the case of those living in, India, Japan, anywhere on that side of the world. It's interesting, though. People always assume someone is one thing and then they find out it's the other and they're just mad. Because they didn't take the time to actually learn about the person. It's upsetting. I have been tempted to actually do these kind of vlog-like streams, by the way, like actually doing actual hikes. I think the problem I have with doing that is all the trails are in mountains, which I'll go ahead and showcase background for a sec to be able to show this, but none. There we go. Up there, those mountains, those are where all the hiking trails are. And there's also no connection up there. I know. Scenery is beautiful. Okay, back to green screen. Oh gosh. Actually, if we want to see an image of me and my girl really quick, here's a picture of us that I'm sure she won't mind me showing. This one. Bit bigger because imagery, but let's see if I can get a better image of her. That is not the best picture. Not the greatest picture because it's a close-up. I want to show an image that's not it's not too personalized. Problem is, I have just a lot of images that are like that. Yeah. No, that's probably the best I can give. Just because, once again, we're both going to look much bigger than we actually are in this image. Just because of the fact that... Yeah, I agree. She's definitely, personal opinion, one of the most beautiful women, well, the most beautiful woman I've ever met. And I met a lot of people at this point. And I'm sure any of my exes who find this and hear me say that are going to get offended. Sorry, but she beat all y'all. For any exes who find this, who care. Another issue that the United States has. we're a country that is full of people who care way too much about how other people think of them. Okay. Alright, time to sit down for a sec. Ugh. There are sprinklers right here. No one can see them, but there are sprinklers right here. They are invisible. Invisible sprinklers. Oh, don't go away on me now just because I said that. I can just faintly hear them slowly going away. No, okay. I knew it. I knew it. Okay, before they vanish, those sprinklers. There were some right there a moment ago, and they just vanished. I'm thinking, crap. Okay. It's really neat, though. I'm sure you'll find one. Honestly, that's fair. I've found it very interesting how... Okay, can I hold this up? Okay, this is not working. Okay. At least you're only like... What? One country short? That's still... I don't want to do math right now. I forget. I used to know how many countries are in the world. I've always been bad at this. I don't know. I mean, the reason I met this girl, again, from Peru, she actually came to the United States to learn. She wanted to be a doctor. She's not... How? Well, like I said, initially I did not meet her through social media. I met her through my day job, which she also works, just at a different store. I was visiting the store that she did work at for reasons, but I don't know, we got talking for a little bit, connected, crossed paths with her again while, yes, it was on social media, but not for very long. The way I see it, it would have happened anyway, because I actually did end up going back to that store to help the store out a little bit at a point. So I would have met her anyway. And the whole connection thing, that just happened over time. When it comes to meeting other people, I don't know. I always trusted that... I've always been one of those people who kind of just believes in fate. If something is supposed to happen, it'll happen. If it's not, it won't. That's what I've always believed, at least. Most people don't, and you know what? I don't judge people for what they believe. I don't think it's fair to do that. But hey, if fate allows it, you will meet someone from another country. If it doesn't, then you won't. It just depends. Now, I'm not the kind of person who believes in, like, the fates, like Greek mythology, but I do believe in fate itself being a concept that has a huge role in life. Let's see, can I lay this up? I don't want to be... I mean, that kind of works. I don't know how long that's going to stay, but... yeah, that works. But on another topic, I mean, we talked. Let's see. In this stream, we talked about like the U.S., how that will like similarity and like what like living space with any other place. Talked about relations. I'm trying to think. There's a discussion that hasn't been discussed yet on this channel. Because I've already talked about like the whole financial aspect, like the tariffs that President Donald Trump is enforcing, but being, in my opinion, pretty lenient about. I'm sure a lot of people disagree with me, which fair enough. On a logical standpoint. On a agreeable standpoint, I mean, I never agreed with it in the first place, but I don't know. It's like I've already talked about that though, so I'm not going to talk about that more. What is something that hasn't been discussed? There are not many stories to tell from my life, at least not in recent memory that I can think of. I don't know. I think at some point I already talked about the fact that I'm more of a hot weather person than a cold weather person, but that doesn't say very much. Oh well. Well, I'm probably going to head off soon anyway. It's been fun. I definitely didn't expect this stream to go the way it did, but hey, it's fine by me. Anyway, thank you to everybody who joined in the stream and watched it. Hey, we reached 5 likes today. That's a new record for streams for a while. Shout out to Fake Life Boy, to, I really hope I'm saying this right. I'm sorry if I'm not. Muckbit Robani? Again, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Kirthi Sachin? Again, correct me if I'm wrong. Diego Alanis. And I am him, I am Batman. Shout out to all of you. Thank you for joining in the stream, everyone, and I'll see you guys later.